team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. On the Bills sideline, it is Sean McDermott. He signed back to 500 after they picked up the victory last week. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. First down throw for Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's fourth down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns the quarterback can throw in a game. You turn it over a couple times in a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Second down carry for Achane. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Third and 10.
Here he goes, third and long. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
And with Achane here out of the gun. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up third and 1.
Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a third down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Allen on the play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Back to the air. Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
That's another Bills. First down.
And Allen will hold on to this. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that is not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They're headed up the middle. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up 6-0 here in the first. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Anaya Smith. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he did his part, Carter. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Now a give on the counter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Big strike downfield to Coleman. And they are across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back-to-back carries here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Our score, 14-0. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written.
And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Tua now from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Allen now on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Running for the marker on second. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Allen on 3rd and short. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another one caught by Coleman. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The give here on second. Has some space inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1.
That's another Bills.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Davis kicks this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done.
And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 20-zip lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins nothing.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10, Tagovailoa. He keeps it and takes off. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Going to be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we gotta assume this drive, Brock, likely gonna end in a touchdown as well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And Allen's going to run again. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Allen going to the air. Finds Kincaid. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
Throwing from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Here, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Here's Allen again. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
It's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Josh Allen the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights. The Bills grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. All right, here we go. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
2 and now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Brings up second and 4.
Here's Tua again. Completed left side to Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
4 yards. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the
first down. Here's Tua. He's got Smith again. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa again. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sticking in the air, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about Week 3? Let's jump in. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the LA Rams. And this is Jaden Daniels. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Commanders are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Lamar Jackson. One of his 2 touchdown passes, he's got another one on the ground. The Ravens looking to go 3-0 to start the year. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Packers lead by a field goal at halftime. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Hits him on the end route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. There's Achane up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
83. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback.
20-yard line.
So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Palmer coming in motion left. Allen now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Allen on the play action. Headed out right.
As quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Allen on third down. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fair catch made here at the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That one's complete right side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tagovailoa on first down. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Good coverage by Terrell Bernard.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. 1st down now, ball at the 33. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Trying to get it with the option. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Miami offense headed out there now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The They'll start the drive with Achan. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Achan again on second. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. Free inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. Devon Achan with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter, down out of 21. Sanders all set to send it away. Jackson now to return it. Escapes the defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Juju Brents with a stop. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins and a running back, Devon Achan, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Tua out of the pistol. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up second down.
Covered by Terrell Bernard.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
First down.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
6-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Achan from the pistol. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
A receiver this field, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Dolphins 14.
Sanders all set to send it away. Strong with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Bills and this running back headed back out for a new series. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They send a man in motion. Now Allen off the play action. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
It's his running back. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw for Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
So we're through three here. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Catch made left side by Palmer. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bills have a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bills.
This is a design run for Allen. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And Allen will hold on to this. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now Allen going to the air. Well, he's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That's set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills making a 3-score game in the fourth. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Jalen Waddle. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
2 and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's making a bid for it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3, 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Running in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Hits him on the in route. And they make the tackle at the 38. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. All set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's Chan on the inside give. No room up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Here's a screen for Chan. He's inside the 10. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. Devon Chan with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. First down from the 42. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's good for a Bills first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bills first down.
And Allen's going to run again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Bills nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Allen setting up play action. He's calling his own number again. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. first down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Miami.